What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason Vinson. Today I'm going to be kind of showing off a new softbox that actually just got released today is the official launch date for the softbox. Before we dive into that real quick, I like to just play a quick slideshow so you have an idea of who I am and the type of work I create. So I'm primarily a wedding photographer. This is like a 2021 highlight slideshow, so these are all images from just last year. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a good idea of the type of work that I create. So I'm very big into using, oh, you don't want to watch it again, I promise. So I'm very big on using light, so whether that be natural light or artificial light like flashes or constant lights. But when it comes to using off-camera lights, I prefer my kit to be very small, compact, something that I can take with me everywhere. So I tend to use a lot of hard modifiers because carrying around a big softbox is kind of a pain in the butt, especially big speed rings. I use multiple versions of lights. So here I have the Flashpoint Explorer 400. And then over here I have the Stella Pro Reflex S. I also use some Bowens mounts. And so having different mounts for all these different lights can also be kind of a pain. So I usually tend not to bring softboxes with me on wedding days until this softbox just came out because it's super compact. So this is the full softbox. It just literally slides into the laptop sleeve of my rolling bag. And as I open it, so it lays completely flat, which is awesome. And instead of having the old school umbrella mount where you have to get inside the softbox or you have to do all kinds of finagling, you literally just pull this little clip, okay? And then to unlock, you just do a little thing and it lays down flat, okay? So super awesome. Some of the proprietary stuff for this softbox. If I open up the inside, it has this material on this inside, which is very reflective, and so make sure that that doesn't fall. Normally, whenever you use a softbox, you usually lose about a stop of light, sometimes less, depending on how efficient they are. This one's advertised, I haven't done a full test, but it's advertised to do little to no light loss because of this internal baffling, and so it reflects the light everywhere. It also makes it so that there's no hot spots or dark spots within the fabric here. And then the cool thing, so what I was talking about using different lights, I can literally just take this and then put in a new speed ring, and they're really flat, so I can actually bring multiple speed rings with me. And then it just slides in, and then now I can use it for this light over here, okay? And so being able to switch these out and then also have these in my bag and not take up a ton of room and also switch them out very quickly is kind of a big deal. Because normally you'd have to pull all the rods out or open and fasten screws and stuff like that just to change out a speed ring, whereas this I can literally just slide it out and I can change back and forth on the fly depending on what light I'm using for different situations, okay? From there, ooh. Another cool thing that I like with the inside of the softbox, if I can get it to line up. Where is it? Where's the hole? There it is. Is with the internal baffling here. So many of the older softboxes that I have, they have this like internal baffling where it just connects with a snap, and you pull them off, but always these rip. And then once they rip, it's like you can't just change it. But what they've done with this softbox is it's actually a snap on both sides. So if it ever rips, you can just literally get a new one of these little things and switch them out. Okay. As far as that, they also have grids available, but since it just came out, I don't have them. I don't actually have one in person. So this is the internal lining that I was talking about. They call it sterling fiber, so it's a proprietary fabric that is only available on the GLOW, and this is called the Parasnap, by the way. I guess I probably should tell you what the name of the softbox is. It's a Parasnap. It's from GLOW, which is partnered with Flashpoint, which is like an Adorama brand. Okay. But as far as the grids go, they have the traditional square grids that's used to focus the light. The only problem with these square grids is they suffer from the terms like gravity drop or whatever. So basically you can see how some of the fabric is like floppy and like laying down a little bit, and that's just due to the nature of the way the squares are. They have a new one called a hexagonal, and so you can see how everything's very tight and rigid, and so it gives you just a little bit more control as far as whenever you're focusing the light and fine-tuning things. Okay. And then from there, I'll put it on this light so you can actually see because it's a constant light. Does anybody have any questions while I'm transferring this over? No? Okay, so again, super easy just to pop this out, pop in a new one, and then now I can put it on this light. Okay. So even there with just the video light, you can see how evenly distributed the light is. There's no like, a lot of times you'd see like a hot spot in the center or something like that, but because of the way that it's reflecting, and then also with the internal baffling and stuff, it gives you a very clean, even light throughout the softbox. Okay. But yeah, so that's the new Parasnap. Anybody have any questions about it? You want to come up and see it? And again, so for those that are new or just showed up, it just pops open and then it completely lays flat. So I can literally just fit this softbox inside of my bag, and that's what I'll do is I'll literally just like slide it into this like laptop sleeve, and I'll just like roll it around so I can always have it with me. Instead of having like multiple bags, normally if you carry a softbox, you have to have like the shoulder bag and you have to like lug everything around, where this, I can just stick it in this little case, and since it lays flat, I can just kind of slide it in and make sure that I always have it with me instead of having to, I always would bring a softbox and then I would just leave it because I didn't want to carry it like around all portrait time. Yes? Huh? I don't know, what would be the, that I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to look. Okay. Anybody want to try it? No? No one's brave? But yeah, so this is the 36 inch. They also have a 44 inch, so if you want something a little bigger. I went for the smaller one just because I know I want to carry it like this, and if the 40 would be just a little bit too tall for me. But yeah, so those are the two different options, and I think pricing wise, they're in the $200 price range, so they're fairly reasonably priced. Mm-hmm. Just the one, yeah. Like 99% of the stuff I do is just one light. So like in the slideshow, I'd say probably the majority of that stuff is all just one light. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. There's no other questions. I think there's not too much else to talk about, but I know, right? I mean, that's a good thing though, because it's so easy. It just pops open, and yeah, it folds up really tight. Because of the way the internal paneling is, you don't actually need to use like the diffusion fabric and stuff like that as well, so you can get more of like that crunchy look that you would get with like a beauty dish or something like that as well. What's that? Like the internal rods? Yeah, I would think so. It doesn't feel like metal. Oh no, they're metal. Yeah, they're metal. Hmm? Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, and then it's also nice because you're not having to like pull on these rods. Like they're always set. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, and so you're not going to like accidentally bend one or anything like that. Yep. Like in the $200 range, like 200, I think. And the price difference between the 36 and the 44 is like $20 or like $40 or something like that. It's very reasonable. Yeah, definitely. Hmm? Yeah, so this just opens, and then you can just change them out. So this is the Godox mount, and then they make Pro Photo, they make Bowens, they make a low profile Bowens. So they basically have like a speed ring for all of the different lighting companies.
My flash point is not that wide. The mount, it's smaller. I have the 600.
Yeah, so that would be the regular Bowens mount then.
So they would space out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think it actually the standard, whenever you order it, it comes standard with the Bowens mount, I think. Yeah. And I think they were supposed to do a giveaway. Did anybody get any cards? Where's Libby at? Do you know anything about the giveaway that they're doing? Sorry. Hmm?
Don't have any materials for it.
Okay.
Is it possible for us to figure it out and then you come back here at some point?
Yeah.
I'll toss them.
Okay. Well, keep an eye out. We're giving one of these away, but we don't have the material to do like the giveaway part of it. I know, right? You get a softbox, you get a softbox, you get a softbox. I wish. Huh? Yeah. It's very light. Yeah.
Are they capable with Geekoto?
Yeah, so do you know what mount Geekoto uses? I think it's is it Pro Photo mount? Okay, yeah, so the little ring that you put in here, they make, so this is the Godox flashpoint mount. They also make the Bowens. This one is Ellen Chrome. They make Pro Photo and then another kind. And it's like, if you want to add a speed ring, so if you buy the kit and it comes with like the Bowens mount and you want to get a ring, it's like $20 or so, $15 or something like that to get like a new ring, depending on what mount you need. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope this was entertaining or at least intriguing. What's that? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome. But yeah, if anybody has any other questions, even unrelated to softboxes or anything like that, feel free to come up. Okay? Thanks, guys.